Hello again, yeah, beautiful buggers, I'm back again, and this is just going to be a summary video of what's happening tomorrow, because it is the 22nd of March today, which means we've got one day to go until we finally get to Bleeding Gum Wrestling's second show, their first tournament, the first deathmatch tournament to happen in Scotland in the Lust for Death tournament, which is going to crown the first Bleeding Gums Wrestling British Deathmatch champion. So let's just go through a summary of the card, and we're just going to go through a summary of any other information before we get to tomorrow. So obviously there was a venue change, which was, it's been changed to Beveridge Park Hotel in Kirkcaldy. It's a really nice hotel, just a bit more room, a bit more ticket to sell, and just so anybody, again, maybe not know that information as well. And also, if you 6:15, so the doors open at 6 o'clock, 6:15, if you head over to the Deathmatch Outlaws table, if you were one of the few, well, if you were one of the people that bought one of these absolute smashing Deathmatch Outlaws like hockey jerseys with a custom name on the back, if you've got one of these, wear it to the show. They're going to do a photo of everybody wearing said shirts as well, which I'll be in the photo as well. So that's also, if you want to get there early for that as well, it'll be really fucking cool. Obviously they must have sold a lot of these, very popular, and if you still haven't bought one, I think they're still, I mean, are they still doing orders? If not, go check online, just ask Danny Douglas as well if they're still doing it, because he's a fucking brilliant, by the way. But anyways, make sure you get to the photo for that. So let's get into the fucking card. So we've got one non-death match on this show, which is great, and I'm actually really looking forward to this match. So it's a big old 6-man tag we're going to do here, and we've got one team sort of representing Bleeding Gums, and that team is going to be, well, the Legend. We've got two really good Scottish names in there with Ewan G. Mackey, who was obviously in the last run Ultraviolence referendum, and we've got the Tyler Bryden, he's very impressive. I've seen him before at other local promotions in Scotland as well, and they are going to be teaming up as well with the legend that's coming up. Johnny Storm is coming up to Bleeding Gums, and I've heard a lot of wrestlers talking about how excited they are to get to see this guy, and they're going to be taking on, well, they're going to be taking on British Top Team. If you don't know who British Top Team are, they are a group of pretty much arseholes from down south, mainly in Rise, and it's the team of Brett Semtex, who I've never seen before, but I'm looking forward to seeing this guy. I've been told a lot of good things about him. Some prick called Lou Nixon, and we got Leo Darwin, who was meant to come up for Ultraviolence referendum, but in his contract it is stated in the small print that he does not want to fight, and as in his words, not mine, any dirty Scots, pretty much, but he's not going to get out of this one, and I'm sure this is going to be a very interesting match, especially if you saw what he was wearing down a Rise the other week. That was interesting to watch. So anyways, so that's the non-wrestling matches happening. Let's get into its 5 first round matches, and for the tournament, let's get into it, because there's some absolute bangers, and we're going to start off with, there's 2 triple threat matches on this one. We'll start with the first one, which I can't wait. It's going to be a Saw death match, and we've got, well, the legend, we've got Jack Bennett, who obviously, we got 3 big British names in here, with Jack Bennett, Michael Cadden, and Clint Jarrett. I'm a fan of all 3 of those guys. Jack Bennett is a psychopath when it comes to syringes. Anyways, that's going to be I mean, I thought when it said Saw deathmatch, I thought it meant like as in the Tool Saw. But no, I think it's more to do with the film. But I'm not sure. We'll find out when the match happens. I'm looking forward to that one. And then the other triple threat we've got for this tournament as well, which is a Attack the Block deathmatch. And it's going to be another 3 legends, someone taking part in that. I think it's their first deathmatch as well. So we've got the deathmatch regulars that are Jack Harrop and Tom B, the deathmatch slasher, who I'm a big fucking fan of both of those guys. Both of those guys are lovely people as well, great in the ring. And we've also got the big cowboy, Tim Strange, who I've briefly got to meet actually when I was down at GOD. Lovely guy. So he's very well man. Really enjoyed I had a brief chat to him, so I did in the car park actually, but very nice guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing him as well. I think this is going to be his first death match as well. So good luck to Tim Strange. I'm sure all 3 of those guys are going to smash it in that fucking match. So let's get on to, and we've got 3, so that's the 2 triple threat matches, and we've got 3 singles matches here. Wow, we've got some good ones here. And let's start off with, it's another guy doing his first death match as well, a big name, a big respected name in the Scottish wrestling scene and the UK wrestling scene in general. We've got Lou King Sharp, who also was in the Ultraviolence referendum match, a great match with Nathan Black, the comedian, and he will be taking on somebody who's on a fucking roll is Big Effing Joe, who has been just winning everything, hasn't he? So, and he's a big favorite for a lot of people I've spoken to have put Joe down as a big favorite to win this whole fucking tournament. And the guy won Tournament Death. He won Dead or Alive last year. He not last year, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Then he's won. Oh fuck no, he's just been on a roll, just crushing it, and he's been crushing it in America. So that's going to be a fucking great man. I can't wait to see Luke King Sharp in his first death match as well. And he's very talented. I'm sure he's going to absolutely love every fucking minute of this. And then so the other two single matches we've got. Well, we had a match change. We actually had to. Bleeding Gums had to go change one of the matches because obviously if you've seen my GOD review, and obviously if you've seen the promo between these two guys in this match, you will understand that we were meant to have the legend himself, Iceman, in this match, but he, respectfully, he is retired. Obviously, no problem with that. The guy, the guy's a legend as it is. So quick replacement, and we're going to get Aton Fawn taking on now Franco Fate, who's also another guy. I just remembered this is also his first death match as well. So we've got 3 guys on here doing their first death matches. And I've seen again Franco Fate. He was also in Ultraviolent Referendum in the Scramble match. He was really good, really a big dude. Looks great look on him. Just looks fantastic in the ring. And he's got great moveset. So I'm looking forward to. I think these two have had previous history before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what these two get up to, because I think that's going to be fucking crazy. And then the last singles match, and this is a big one for the first round. I can't wait for this one because we've got the legend himself. We've got again somebody from Deathmatch Outlaws. We've got Danny Darko, who I recently again saw down at GOD. He had a great match with Atticus Cougar, actually. That was awesome. And he's also been on the rise. He's also been going out to America as well. I think him and quite a few guys from Deathmatch Outlaw are going out for WrestleMania weekend. So they've got some big matches actually announced for them. And Danny Darko, he will be taken on in the first round. He's just flown in. I think he's just got into the country. The return of the Honey Badger, Neil fucking Diamond Cutter, is back in Scotland again. He had a huge reception when he was here for Ultraviolet Referendum. I'm sure he had a fucking fantastic time because, that's him back for the tournament. I was hoping he was going to come back. He's such a lovely guy, absolute great guy. So I can't wait for this opening match, this other first round match with Danny Darko and Neil Diamond Cutter. So that's the card now. I don't know what's happening after that. I'm guessing they're going to do semi-finals and a final. A lot of tournaments recently have been going straight from first round to finals, which is understandable. It's in deathmatch wrestling. You don't want guys doing 4 or 5 matches in one day. But we'll have to wait and see how the brackets work and how this this goes. Can't fucking wait for this fucking tournament. As I say, I've been supporting Bleeding Gums since I heard about it, and this is the second show. I honestly God, it feels so quick since the first show in November to this fucking show. And then after this show, we've obviously got the big show for me anyways in July 20th. And we all know why it's a big fucking show for me. And but look, I can't wait for this. I'm sure everybody's really looking forward to the tournament. I hopefully, before it gets given away, I really want to get a picture of me with the belt. Because if you've seen the belt online, it looks one of the best looking belts I've seen in a very, very long time. So look, if you still haven't got a ticket, if you are fucking been living under a rock and you still haven't got a ticket for this fucking show, do yourself a favor. If you've never experienced Deathmatch Wrestling live, you have to get a ticket for this show. You will come out of this. I've been to major sporting events, I've been to major music events, festivals, I've seen other things. Nothing comes close actually to experiencing this shit live. So go to the Eventbrite app, go check out Bleeding Gums on their website as well. You get tickets from there. I think all the seating tickets are gone. So I think there's only standard tickets left, but there's not many of those left. This is proven to be a very popular fucking show. But let's try and we've still got a day to go. Let's see if we can fucking sell that fucker out, because I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be a very special night, not just for Deathmatch Wrestling, but just for Scottish wrestling in fucking general, because I think this show is going to be a huge success, and I think this is going to be the show that really puts Bleeding Gums on the fucking map. So yeah, keep your eyes out, and I shall see you guys tomorrow night in Kirkcaldy.